Hello everyone, this is Professor Mahesh Pardeshi from Parvatibai Genba Mose College of Engineering, Wagholi, Pune. I am taking your subject Structural Analysis 1. Now going towards the scheme of examination, course objective, course outcomes and syllabus one by one. Now first is the scheme of the examination. Here, here you can see the subject structural analysis. In the previous examination scheme, the subjects was structural analysis 1, structural analysis 2. But now in the new scheme, the university combine these two subjects and make a one subject, that is structural analysis. Okay, it is having 3 hours of teaching theory lectures. Okay, and 1 hour for tutorial. 1 hour for tutorial. Okay, and the examination scheme is 30 marks examination for in semester exam and 70 marks examination as an end semester examination. Total it is 100 marks theory paper and having credits of 3. Having credits of 3. And also a structural analysis tutorial having one lecture of theory and which is having term work for 25 marks. Term work for 25 marks. In this term work, you have to solve 5 problems based on each unit. That is nothing but the tutorial, which is having 25 marks for term work and having 1 credit. Having 1 credit for this subject. Now going toward the next, that is prerequisites for this subject, course objective of the subject and course outcomes. Prerequisites is nothing but the prerequisite is nothing but the basic knowledge which is required for this subject. Prerequisite is nothing but the basic knowledge required for this subject. First one is the fundamentals of physics, which you already studied in your 11th and 12th science course. Now next is the mathematics, which is also you studied basic mathematics you required for the subject. And next is the engineering mechanics. This subject you first year students studied in your first year syllabus, and also diploma students studied in their diploma courses. Okay, and last is the mechanics of structures. This subject you already studied in the last semester of your second year. Okay, this is the prerequisites, mean the basic knowledge required for this subject. These are the 4 5 topics. Now course objective. What is the objective of this course? Why we have to study this course? Okay, this subject will build on the concepts from engineering mechanics and mechanics of structures. Means this subject builds the concepts, means the concepts which are studied in the mechanics and mechanics of structures which are built in this structure. Okay. Second, this will create a foundation for analyzing the real life structures by imparting the knowledge about various methods involved in the analysis of indeterminate structure. See, in the real life structures, the design is very complicated, analysis is very complicated, there are large number of indeterminacies in the structures. So we have to reduce, we have to solve, we have to delete these indeterminacies, okay, to save the structure. So in this subject, we study different types of methods of analysis to reduce that indeterminacies. This is the objective of this subject. Now, course outcomes. On completion of this course, the learner will be able to first understand the basic concepts of static and kinematic indeterminacy and the analysis of indeterminate beam. This is the first course outcome. See, while going through this subject, you will understand first the static indeterminacy and kinematic indeterminacy. This is very important point as far as your career is concerned, your various interviews are concerned, various competitive exams are concerned. This point is very important. Okay, this point we will clear by going through this subject. Second, analyze redundant trusses and able to perform approximate analysis of multi-story, multi-bray frames. Again, by using this subject, we can understand the basic knowledge, or we can analyze the analysis of trusses. Analysis of trusses, mainly the redundant trusses. Again, by using this subject, we can analyze the multi-story building by using the portal methods, by using cantilever method. These are the methods which are used to analyze that multi-story buildings. We can study in detail in this subject. Okay. Now, third point is implement application of the slope deflection method to beams and portal frames. First of all, you can see here by using this subject, we can go through the slope deflection method, and by using this method, the application of this method is to analyze the beams and portal frames. Okay, this we can study in this subject. Now, fourth one is the analyze the beam and portal frame using the moment distribution method. This is another method of analysis of beams and frames. Moment distribution method. First is the slope deflection method, and second is the moment distribution method. This is another method to analyze the beams and the portal frames. And fifth one is determine the response of beam and portal frames using the structure approach of stiffness matrix method. Stiffness matrix method is also a method to analyze the beam as well as portal frames. Okay, similarly, uh, similarly as slope deflection method and moment distribution method. This is another method of analyzing the beams and portal frames. Sixth, apply the concept of plastic analysis in the analysis of steel structures. In this subject, we can go through the basics of the plastic analysis concept. What is mean by plastic analysis concept? We can study by in this subject, and we go through it, and we can use this knowledge for the analysis of steel structures. For the analysis of steel structures, this is all about the prerequisites, course objectives, and course outcomes for this subject, structural analysis. This is very important subject in the civil engineering. Now, going through the syllabus. Syllabus consists of 6 units. In that, first unit is fundamentals of structure and analysis of redundant beams. This is unit number 1, having 7 hours of theory teaching lectures. In that, A part consists of types and classification of structure based on the structural forms and concepts of indeterminacy. Here, first of all, we have to study the concept of indeterminacy, and then we can classify the structures. Okay, here the structural indeterminacy consists of two types. First is the static indeterminacy, and second is the kinematic indeterminacy. We can go through these all concepts and classify the structure in the part A of unit 2. Unit 1 part B consists of analysis of propped cantilever, fixed beam and continuous beam. Okay, in this part, that is B part, we have to analyze the beams for various concepts of strain energy. We have to use the concepts of strain energy and apply the concepts and solve the problems related to beams. This is all about unit number 1. Now going towards unit number 2. Unit number 2 is analysis of redundant pin jointed frames and the multi-storied multi-bay 2D rigid joint frames, having 7 hours of teaching lectures. Now see, I already go through these course outcomes. In that you study uh, the multi-story multi-bay frames and their analysis. This part is covered in this unit number 2 for various cases, like here you can see analysis of redundant stresses by unit load method for the external loading. First case is for external loading, second is for lack of fits, third one is sinking of supports, fourth one is temperature changes. All these cases we have to study in this unit. Now part B consists of appropriate method of analysis of multi-storied multi-bay 2G jointed frames by using cantilever method and portal method. These two methods are used to analyze the frames. Okay, so this is all about unit number 2. Now unit number 3, slope deflection method, having 7 hours of teaching. Slope deflection equations, equilibrium equations of slope deflection method. Means first of all we have to study the basics. What about the slope deflection methods? What are the different equations used in this method? What are the boundary conditions? All these parts we have to study in this method, and then we have to go for this application of slope deflection method to beams with and without the joint translation or rotation. With the joint translation and rotation, and without joint translation and rotations. Yielding of supports, then application to non-sway rigid jointed rectangular portal frames, shear force and bending moment diagram. Means we have to study the detailed analysis by using this slope deflection method. Now part B consists of sway analysis of rigid joint rectangular single bay single story portal frames using the slope deflection method. Okay, this is all about the unit number 3, that is slope deflection method. Next is the unit number 4, that is moment distribution method, having 7 hours of teaching. In that part A consists of stiffness factor, carryover factor, distribution factor. See, all these factors are nothing but the basics about the moment distribution method. This is the basic about moment distribution method. Now, next is the application of moment distribution method to analysis of beams with and without joint translation and yielding of the support. This is the application of moment distribution method. Again, application to non-sway rigid jointed rectangular portal frame, then their shear force diagram and bending moment diagram. This is the application of this moment distribution method. Part B consists of the sway analysis of rigid jointed rectangular single bay single story portal frames using moment distribution method, involving not more than 3 elements. Okay, because we have to study the basics only. This is all about the unit number 4, that is moment distribution method. Now going towards the unit number 5, that is stiffness methods, that is flexibility method. Here you can see fundamental concepts of flexibility and stiffness. Means first of all we have to study the basic, what is flexibility, what is stiffness, and relation between them, and the relation between them. Stiffness methods of analysis, structure approach only. We have to first study the stiffness and their application to beams involving not more than 3 elements. Okay, we have to first study the stiffness method and their application towards the analysis of beam. And the part B consists of application of stiffness structure approach to rigid jointed rectangular portal frame. Rigid jointed rectangular portal frames means here we have to go to the frames and A part we have to go towards to the beams. This is all about unit number 5. Next is the unit number 6, plastic analysis of structures. In this structure, first we go to the true and the idealized stress strain curves for mild steel in tension, a stress distribution in plastic, elastoplastic, plastic stage, concepts of plastic hinge and collapse mechanism. Okay, all these part you might be studied in the mechanics of structure also, that is concepts of stress strain diagram for mild steel, then stress distribution. Okay, you already studied. Next is static and kinematic methods of analysis, upper bound, lower bound, and uniqueness theorems. We have to go through these theorems related to plastic analysis. Next is the plastic modulus of section, then the plastic moment. Okay, these points is related to our maths subject. Next is the shape factor, plastic analysis of determinate and indeterminate beam, single bay, single story portal frames. Means we have to do the analysis, plastic analysis for frames also and for the determinate and indeterminate beams also. This is all about unit number 6. Now next point is the tutorial. See, you are having 1 hours per week tutorial which is having 25 marks for term work. See, every student should solve at least 5 problems on each unit covering all the topics listed in the syllabus. You have to solve 5 problems related to 5 topics, okay, or 5 concepts in every unit. This is about the tutorial. There is no oral examination and no practical examination for this subject. Next is the books. These are the textbooks. You must go through it. First is the Theory of Structures by S. Ramamurthy. This is a very useful book. I can say all the students should go through these books. Structural Analysis 1 and 2 by S.S. Bhavikatti. This book is also available in your library. Okay, you can go through it. Third is the Structural Analysis, a Maastricht Approach by G.S. Pandit and S.P. Okay, all these books are available in our laboratory. Okay, these are the list of reference book. If you are having some doubts, you can go through these books also. Okay, and if you are having any doubt related to this topic, you can contact me, message me, text me, or call. Okay, thank you so much.